It's always good to be able to find something you didn't think you would find. So I've been using my little puppy dog as a VPN on the cell phone. And you might want to familiarize yourselves with your terms of service. Effective date August 3rd, 2020. Waiver. Arbitration under these terms of service will take place on an individual basis. Class arbitration and class actions are not permitted. You understand and agree that by entering into these terms of service, you and App Annie are each waiving the right to trial by jury and the right to participate in a class action. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever been to jail or to prison or to the courts for a speeding ticket, to a DUI, to I don't know, maybe something on your house. If you waive your right to trial by jury, which is your constitutional right, I would think in most states of the world. Georgia, I've read the Georgia Constitution because I'm a Georgian, and we do have right to trial by jury, to be tried by our peers. What this document is saying here is that you're going to lose your right to trial by jury if the NSA, FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, whoever, UN troops, okay, because all flags are UN flags. They're not our nation's flags. They belong to this corporation called the United Nations. And they will do arbitration. And if you use something like this and you get caught, you can't say, well, I thought they were supposed to protect me with the VPN. You have waived. It's really interesting because I have not signed anything like ink on paper, put a signature on it to them, say I've given them the right. But just by using their application, like walking into the bus stop or the airport where they can search you once you've entered into the borders or you've gone onto the ship of, that thing. So, heading out tomorrow to Miami, Dade County apparently has the worst schools, worse like Australian kind of worst, where you're going to have kids sitting 6 feet apart. They're going to have to wear a mask 24/7 in school, at lunch. I don't know how you eat with a mask on. Maybe they're going to make a mask that wraps around your mouth, or you have to drink everything through a straw with a hole in the mask. It's going to get really stupid because evil spirits are wicked, vile things. And if you still doubt you're in purgatory, well, then you're probably one of the cursed, the forsaken, and the damned. And you're going to do whatever you're told because you have waived your right to trial by jury. So you might want to start looking at your terms of service for Firefox, your terms of service for Microsoft, your terms of service for Avast, Linux. I know it's to sound a little ridiculous, but if someone at Linux is a Freemason and he wants to single you out because you're a non-Mason, they got their buddies because all these Freemason cops, Freemason militaries, Freemason National Guard, Freemason Coast Guard, Freemason governments of the world. You kind of get my drift. You feel what I'm feeling, right, when I tell you about stuff like this? So I don't care if you're using TikTok or Twitter or Facebook. There's always one of these. And this one just got changed August 3rd, 2020. So now you have no longer, if you get arrested through Facebook and you want to sue them for not protecting your privacy, you've waived your right to trial by jury. You better check the terms of service on anything you use, from e-line trades to stocks and bonds to your banking accounts. Because if you don't have a trial by jury, that's called martial law. And that is where Jade Helm 15 is worse than the Nazis were presented in the World War II. And they just round us up and kill us, weapons or not. So if you got weapons and you want to fight back, then fight for your right to exist, because purgatory does not end till the year 2094. And that's 72 years away from now. All right, Johnny Exodice out of here.